Welcome back. This is Kentucky Route Zero. I am Laird, and this is part 17. Clara Kate and I stopped to do some business by the telephone. Thank you, Knight. And thank you, Dachi. I'm glad to see you here, by the way. A phone. Guess we're going to be here for a minute. Looks like they have a few calls to make. What are you going to do? Yeah, that's a good question. Just thought I'd stretch my legs, on a farm ground. I didn't realize this place would be floating on barrels. Back when I was driving long hauls, that's the real big trucks now. Sometimes wouldn't leave the cab but to pump gas, took my meals in there, slept in there, changed my socks in there, whole thing. So one time I was hauling a bunch of big spools, telephone wire I think actually, up from California into Washington State. You know where that is? It's way out on a map. It's kind of to the left out there more or less. Howdy decaf. In between California and Washington there's a place called Oregon. Can't pump your own gas there. They have a guy there who does it called a gas jockey. You better not even open your door, they get all suspicious. Drove through California into Washington and refueled in the middle in Oregon. So I didn't set foot out of my truck for a whole day. When I came out of the cab, the ground rushed up like it missed me. Gave me a big old kiss on the chin, right here. What I'm saying is, heck, I forget. What am I talking about? You can't pump your own gas in Oregon. Exactly. Don't forget that. Don't say I never taught you anything. Well, guess I'll head back aboard. I'm out to see if I can find any of the good stuff stashed in maybe the spice cabinet, maybe the medicine cabinet. That's where it belongs. Who am I talking to? Don't listen to me, kid. I'll see you in a few. Wait, is he just swimming back to the boat? Man's just swimming back to the boat. A whole other level of dedication for a drink. He works for the Bureau? Interesting. Welcome Raiders, welcome Raiders. Uh, you Nami, thank you for the follow. Say hi to YouTube, by the way. You are going to be in part 17? This is part 17. Guys, everybody check out Cosplay Meg. Meg, how was your stream? Oh, nice. It's a game I have to go back and actually play. Like, I played a little bit of the beginning once, but not much. I just need to sit down and really chew through that at some point. Will listens to the next message. Well, that one's ominous. Man, I just realized this has all been like one night in game. I think it's been one night. Don't you go diving in, too. It's actually really cold and kind of dangerous. He went to get some medicine. Oh, maybe his leg is still bothering him, or an early hangover. To tell him I have some more painkillers in the truck. So, any important messages? Every single one. Where are you headed tonight, small man? I'm just looking for my family. Looking for a new family or a family you lost track of? I don't know. We met Ezra earlier tonight. He's been very helpful. Hoping we can return the favor once we get back above ground. Poor kid was sleeping at the bus station and just lost track of his folks. He'll be alright. More at home down here than any of us. Trust me. I have an eye for it. Kate, thanks for calling. Hope I didn't wake you up. No. Can't really get comfortable enough to sleep anymore except in the car. Oh, not driving, in the passenger seat. Reclined. Eric drove me around the reservoir this afternoon and I got an hour or two in. Couldn't get settled in bed, so I was just watching TV. Some cooking show about high concept junk food, and everybody from my high school chemistry class was there making cupcakes out of old bicycle parts. I think I might have dozed off a bit, actually. Honestly, this baby can come out whenever he wants. I'm completely over it. Don't rush it, just try to get some rest. That's what Eric says. I guess it'll happen when it happens. I mean, obviously it. The phone line makes a horrible sound. Whoa! Oh, the phone down here is such a mess. Hey, Kate, I really appreciate you checking in. I have your pager number, and so does Eric, just in case I'm too distracted or whatever. I'll let you go. I should try to eat or something. Munch on a bitter hedgehog cap. That should relieve some of your intestinal discomfort. Okay, thanks. Maybe I'll just chew on some ice. Talk to you soon, Kate. Hopefully. Just checking in on a client. Did I mention I'm a birth doula? Is everything okay? Everything's great. Sounds like she's ready. Some women just know. It's amazing. Others are caught totally by surprise. It's like a nurse, right? Well, no, I don't have any formal medical license in your training. Just a lot of experience. I think most women who hire me mainly want someone in the living room who doesn't treat childbirth like some kind of disease to be cured. I mean, no hard feelings against doctors, but they have their own process and it can be pretty alienating sometimes. Your friend went back aboard? His leg's bothering. Yeah, I thought he seemed a little pained, especially when he moved. I'm glad you phoned. I was just thinking of you. You were sitting by the phone waiting for my call? That's so nice. I was eating an early lunch, actually, and my mind was wandering. I visited the hospital yesterday. Went to visit Uncle Andreas, but they moved him. Now he's in a hospice care facility run by some old Polish nun. Everyone says it's very nice. I asked him about visiting, and they said he didn't want any visitors. This is right. Guess it is, technically. Clara, I don't think it's really what he wants. If you came to visit, he would see you. All those afternoons you two would go drinking beers by the river. don't you think it would mean a lot to you if you could say goodbye in person? Oh, Nadia, I'd never make it back in time anyway. It's true, I suppose. You're a long way from home, Claire. I guess it can't be helped. Oh, here's Mother at the door. We're gonna try again to see him. I hope the tour's going well. Love you. Be careful. My sister, back home. She's very depressing to me this morning. Uncle Andreas is terminally ill and refusing visitors, and Nadia's making a stir about it. I'm sorry to hear. Are you close? Yes, but only recently. He lived abroad most of my life. I only met him a few years ago. My sister is older, so she knew him as a child too. I think her respect for him is distorted by sentiment. Must always take the dying at their word. Their motivations are beyond our understanding. The older man, he's swimming back to the mammoth? No emergency, I hope. He's tending to his aching joints. Arthritis runs in my family too. Brandon approaches. Brandon, don't suppose any of you folks are headed past the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces? Not on this run, but we'll be coming back this way in a few hours. Well, I may still be here then. It's no big deal. I'll just hang out and read something until it's time to head back to work. Hey, you folks traveling with that old guy with the leg? Is he okay? Saw him earlier tonight. He came by the storage facility for some files. He totally bit it on the staircase. He's okay though, right? He just seems preoccupied to me. Yeah, I get that feeling too. Back at the storage facility, he was asking a lot of weird questions and he seemed distracted, like spiritually. Well, have a good night or morning, almost. Thank you for that night. I will redeem that when I'm done with this recording. That right there is Ratliff Monuments. You ever need a headstone carved for a loved one of me? Violet Ratliff never married, nevertheless bore 6 children. Earl, Kelly, Bob, young Earl, and Beauty. And for each birth, she locked the doors of Ratliff Monuments for only one day. Even with young Earl when she was in labor for 36 hours. Well, that's what folks said, and I met her. I believe them. She had this unyielding disposition of a cliffside. None of Violet's children had any desire to go into monument making. Barb was never very good with her hands. She ended up reading scripts in a call center, where she only occasionally has to press a button or take down an order. Mostly she talks and listens, which suits her well enough. The run of the shop fell at last to young Earl, the only Ratliff, still at home when his mother finally passed at 82, who then had the honor of engraving her headstone. He's done well, for the most part. His craftsmanship has suffered over time. It's his hands, cut and bruised by missed strokes, shaken apart from the inside too. He learned from Violet, and striking a block of stone with a mallet and chisel, to absorb the extra shock right into his bones just to keep the apparatus straight and carve a perfect line. He spends his time outside work just caring for his hands, soaking his bones in salt water, doing little exercises and stretches. It won't improve straightness of his marks, but it might put off the day he finds himself unable to carve a line at all, scribbling on rocks like his ancestors. That's the day he has nightmares about. Dreads it like death, though he makes no distinction between the two. Shannon, Ezra, the old man, and I stopped at the Radovansky Center to make some quick cash. Act 4, Scene 5. The Radovansky Center. Back to a security camera perspective. Haven't done this in a while. Good morning. Bags isn't feeling well. Long night. Poor kitty. What are you watching? Security tape from last night. Daryl left the lights on again. Should we slash his tires? I'll leave a stern note on his desk. Spare the rod. What are we doing today? Right. This is weird. You know that old vending machine? The one that only has tomato juice? No. The old one they just stopped refilling. Remember? Rolled it out onto the dock last August. Some scavenger stripped it from metal in the middle of the night. Daryl cut his hand cleaning up after him and it got infected. Remember? No? Okay. Anyway, the rest of it ended up in the coat room until, finally, Daryl was piling into a big bag for the trash barge to pick up and came across this box lost behind all the junk. Check it out. This looks old. Yeah. There's a bunch of videotapes and completed questionnaires. I looked up the reference number and it's never been processed, so I guess that's what we're doing today. There's no date on it. We'll just have to make one up unless there's some footage of a calendar or something in here. Flipping through the questionnaire. I guess these are the old tests before we started doing the video exit interviews. That's annoying. Yeah, let's see. How did we do this? I'll run the tape, you interpret the questionnaire, and I'll type it up. There should be some basic information in the first control test. Subject's general disposition. Why are you here? The other passenger said we could make some quick cash taking the test. Pragmatic. Demographic category. What's the first thing you remember? I remember spilled orange juice. Immigrant. You think we choose the old categories or the new categories? Oh, right. Will the computer even take the old ones? Still in the menu. Okay, in that case, put in precarious. Sure. Oh, I forgot. Name? It says Marquez on file. Whoa. Marquez, are you sure? That's what it says. Do you know her? That can't be. No, that's not her. Did she come alone or with a group? I don't know. There's an extended monitoring tape here too. We could check on the dock when she showed up. No, definitely not. Oh, she's traveling with one of those creepy distillery guys. No, looks like some old drifter. Maybe you're right. It's hard to tell in this light. Oh, it's... Wait, who is that? That guy in the hoodie. What? I've never seen him before. Really? He looks so darn familiar. I figured maybe with a former intern or something. He's a little old for that, right? No, I don't recognize him. Sorry, you're all deja vu this morning. It's spooky. Sorry. Just one of those days, I guess. Guess the old man is on dinghy guard duty. Noble assignment. So, who was this lady? Oh, right. Well, do you remember WEVP TV? No? Okay. It was a community television station the Consolidated Power Company had to fund. Is it like punishment for owning too much of the broadcast spectrum or something? Oh, they used to screen your videos, right? Yeah. It's like a co-op. I did some maintenance and they gave me a slot to show some of my work. And they had that naked banjo guy late at night. Yeah, that's mainly what everyone remembers. Guess their whole mandate was community expression. He was certainly expressive. Oh, wait. Was WEVP the one that... The flood, right? Yeah. Darn. So, Shannon Marquez. Did she have a naked banjo show, too? What? No. Let me guess. Which of the following sentences best describes you? I'm haunted. Unable to forget. She had an exercise show? No. Never heard of Shannon Marquez. It was a Weaver Marquez I knew. She worked at the station for a bit, then she left. Kind of on weird terms, actually. Anyway, where were we? Okay, how do we rank her from the control test? Without turning around to look, please describe the following objects. Bookshelf. It has 3 shelves. It's shaped like a transformer coil. Reminds me of a department store. Question. Poster. I don't remember what was depicted in the poster. I have a poster in my workshop, a vintage advertisement for vacuum tubes. 1 lamp. Average, I guess. Four shelves. How many pictures did she remember? 2 or actually maybe 3. What? She wrote down orange, strawberry, guava. Guava? I think she meant the pear. See, that's why I hate this test. There's so much fruit that basically it just looks like other fruit. Oh, guava. Does guava even look like a pear, though? I don't think I've ever seen a guava. I thought they were pink. They're just pink on the inside. You wouldn't confuse a real guava for a real pear. But in one of Daryl's crude watercolors, but I can still clearly tell that's a pear, even on video. Yeah, you and I can. We already know it's a pear. She could be remembering wrong or just identifying what, to her, is the much more likely fruit to appear in a painting based on any number of cultural, social, geographical, you know. She didn't say anything in response to help clarify? Let's see. Question. Please describe in detail any sensations that accompany your memory from the pictures. Remember the way the fruit tastes. The guava is just like candy. It's almost unnatural. Not really, just some sensory memories of guava. I guess we should just skip the pictures. That's a shame. It's really hard to measure memory degradation in some of the later tests without this one as a baseline. Location updating scenario. I've been saying we should just use photographs. Watercolor paintings already have the quality of a half-remembered dream anyway, like they're inviting you to forget them, or somebody else already forgot them for you, like a mama bird feeding her chicks cotton candy. Kind of a gross mental image, because it's all syrupy. Photographs are, it's not that they're really more accurate or true, but we think they are. They put you in that mindset they have authority. So yeah, out with the watercolors, I say. But then poor Daryl would have nowhere to exhibit his work. Jen makes a noise. Cat. Jen, look who it is. Aw, I missed that kitty. I forgot what became of the white one. Her name was Coconut, and she disappeared without a trace. Easy come, easy go? I wouldn't say easy. I had to leave Fu in the dock for a week before she'd come inside. She only stuck around for a month or two. You probably saw quite a lot of her. I remember you were working nights then. She was a nocturnal creature. That's right. I remember. Wait, I don't remember this test. Oh, did we cut this one? What's the questionnaire like? No, this is just sometimes, if I can't make it in for a few days, I might leave a note to feed the cats. For the test subjects? Wow. How do you know they'll do it? I write it on a university letterhead. Jin. That is unethical. At least I don't use university property and research equipment to make weird video art. Very well then, I contradict myself. Wonder which is the nobler transgression. I'll settle that question. It's nobler to feed kitties. I tend to agree. Oh, okay. This is before the CD players. I hope she remembered to rewind. They never did. Daryl would be in all night rolling the tapes back one by one in his little Walkman. Still has that thing. Says he uses it at the gym. I think he's just too attached to his old mixtapes. He's so sentimental, our Daryl. These tapes had sound from my apartment building. Did you know that? Oh? Thought it was stock sound effects from the library. Yeah, the CDs are. It was on tape. Daryl had me borrow a tape recorder from the music department. Go collect it myself. He showed me a first draft of the questionnaire. I think some of them were still in there. Like, what are you thinking about? Immediately before listening to the tape. I was thinking about my job. After the tape ended, how quickly did your thoughts return to the subject? I'd forgotten until just now. Right. I don't really get the point of that question. I think it's just there to set a baseline for the introspection index. So all the doors opening and closing, those are all from your apartment. Most of them, yeah. Others from the basement. We have these rows of storage closets down there. None of them are locked or anything, just like this weird row of doors. Not even marked or differentiated. You have to keep count as you go to remember which one is yours. Mine is number 8. Went down there a little tipsy one Sunday, cleaning, a few glasses of wine. Anyways, I accidentally opened number 9. It was full of mice, like, for a computer, I mean. They were neatly arranged on shelves, organized by some inscrutable quality, cables tied with Velcro. The neighborhood mouse hoarder. Well, I guess I'm her neighbor. A collector, I think. I guess he lived next door. Told Daryl we should add a question, something like, while listening to the tape recordings of doors opening, if at any point you have any expectation or visualization about what might be on the other side of one of these doors, please write it down. Door number 9. I thought it might be a closet. I was just curious, I guess, since it was from my building. Like, I have a strong sense of where these doors lead just by hearing them. Is that just from my memory, or is it inherent in the sound somewhere? Interesting. You should write a grant proposal. Oh, I wouldn't want to step on any toes, university politics. Oh, here's another extended monitoring tape from the waiting room. And I'm going to end this recording here. So I will catch you in just a second for part 18. Or 17. It's 17. Thank you all for watching.